Hey guys, so I wanted to share one more thing about our call from host coaching last night that I actually meant to talk about but forgot. So a lot of times around here, 31 is kind of popular, and what I found, well, kind of like any other direct sale company, what I found is whenever I do my initial call to my host and we book the show, a couple of days later or even the day of the party, the host will call and say, hey, my neighbor just started selling 31 and she wanted to, just lay out some of her stuff in the living room or blah, blah, blah. And, she won't take up too much of your time, but, she just kind of wants to lay her stuff out. Well, yay, I am super excited that she, started her business, and that's great. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But you don't want that to interfere with, your bottom line. And, you hate to say no. So I've actually kind of thought of different ways to kind of stop that before it happens. So typically what I say to the host is, I'm super excited that she started her business, but, we have a lot of great stuff on your wish list that we want to make sure that you get. And what happens is whenever your guests show up for the party and then they see another direct sale company there, we don't want to make them mad or anything because the majority of the time they have a certain amount of money that they're going to spend whenever they come to the show. So now if you have two direct sale company, or not, I wouldn't say direct sales, but I would say, now if you have Pampered Chef and whatever else, the other company that's there, now they've got to split that, 60 or maybe only $20 that they're going to spend. Now they have to split that between the two companies that are there. So, they can kind of feel bombarded and put off. So that's typically the way I would word it to a host is, that's great, but typically your guests are only going to come with a certain amount of money to spend. And now if we have two different companies there, you're going to get less host rewards on both sides. So I'm excited that she, has started her own business, but maybe just, schedule that party a couple of weeks later. Kind of put it in that wording that, throw it off on the guests that, they only have a certain amount of money to spend. You've told them that it's a Pampered Chef party, and you just don't want to make anybody feel obligated to buy from the other company. Now, I'm not talking to the host, but it really aggravates me whenever people do that because it's like, you've done the hard work of picking up the phone and making that call to book the show, and then they're just going to swing in and, ride along on your coattails whenever, they didn't have the nerve to initially pick up the phone and make that call. And, you've already sent out the invites and you've done all the work to get the guests there, and then they're just being lazy by attaching themselves to, your show. So I hope that kind of makes sense, and if you've ran into that situation, now it kind of gives you a little bit more wording to use to head that off. So thanks.